Hello, my name is Sheng, the CEO of Cheetah Mobile. Okay, I can try without my paper. You know, just 3 years ago, Cheetah Mobile started his strategy of globalization. Only in 3 years, we make a very successful result in the 3 years. So I have opportunity to view and invest some startup all over the world, especially in China and the U.S. So I have some idea about the global mobile innovation and startup, and what's the difference and in the China and the U.S. startup company. First, we can share a little story about Cheetah Mobile. Cheetah Mobile is a very small company just 5 years ago. At that time, we focused on the PC side in China. So our revenues is about $5 million US, $5 million US dollars just 5 years ago. But this year, our revenue should be about $600 million US dollars. Because 3 years ago, we have our dream to make our mobile business globally. So how the Cheetah Mobile from the local internet company to global internet, actually it's not a guide, it's just a company now. Because in the 3 years ago, I look for every app in the Google Play on top 100. And I found a very small app with the name Advanced Task Killer. It's in the top 3 in US in the utility category. So we search for the writers of the app. At last, I found the writer of the app. He is an engineer in Harbin, a city in China. So I realized even one engineer in Harbin can develop an app in US market and got the top 3 position in security and the utility category. Why our company can't make a globalization, use a mobile Google Play tool? So we put all our strengths and available manpower on our global plane. We focus on a very, very small app, Clean Master. The Clean Master is a utility app which can clean your junk file in your phone and boost memory and lower the CPU usage. But it's very, very popular. So just spending 3 years, our users is about 500 million monthly active users all over the world. And we have 1.3 billion downloads all over the world. And 70% of our users comes from outside of China. And 20% of our users comes from US and Europe. So only by the user base, we are the big mobile internet company now. When the Cheetah Mobile went public last year, May the 8th, when we went to roadshow all over the world, all the investors asked me the same 2 questions. The first question is, how can you make the huge user base all over the world? I told them, maybe the mobile internet made the world flat. So any country, any company from any country have opportunity to face billions of users just via the Google Play and App Store. So it's it makes it very easy, easily than before to make a global business. And the mobile internet makes a very simple point to have the enough power. So CleanMaster is a very small app, but we think all over the world, the users all over the world need this simple function, so we can build our app empire through a very simple point. The second question the investor asked is, how can you make money from overseas market? You know, no Chinese company, especially no mobile Chinese company, successfully makes money from the overseas market. But you know, just last year when we public, our revenues, 95% of our revenues comes from China, and most of them focus on the PC side. But last quarter, our revenues changed a lot. 50% of our revenue comes from outside of China, and 70% of our revenues comes from mobile side. And now we are the top partner of Facebook Audience Network. Maybe it's the top one partner of Facebook Audience Network. And we have the deep relationship with Facebook. So our mobile business revenues increased 634% year to year. Why Cheetah Mobile can success in global business? I think the key is dare to think. You know, before my 30 years old, I never visit U.S. and seldom few chance to go abroad outside of China. But my first time to visit U.S., I realized also the Chinese people work so hard, maybe harder than U.S. entrepreneur, I think. But why the U.S. company has most innovation in the world and invented most the new product? Why we just follow and copy? I think maybe the American dream is their key. They have a dream. They dare to think. So even Cheetah Mobile is a very small company. Suddenly, I think why I can't change the company from a local company to a global company? Why don't I grab the opportunity of the globalization? So we decided to do it. Then we make some result. You know, although the U.S. company and the U.S. the Silicon Valley has more and more innovation, but now I think the Chinese company also is unique innovation now. The Chinese company and the Chinese entrepreneur follows up and have some special and unique character. China develops its creativity and a unique business model now. I don't think U.S. is the only leader in the mobile internet. I think China and the U.S. are both leaders in the mobile internet. We can see in the top 10 internet guys, all in the China and the U.S., no other countries. And the 4 comes from China, 6 comes from U.S., if Microsoft is also internet company. Okay, but if you enlarge this table, if you say top 50 internet company in the world, and half comes from U.S., half comes from China. Yeah, maybe everybody can say, just because Chinese market is so big, so you can have the good and big company. But I really don't think so. I think some other reasons. Yeah, Cheetah Mobile invest at least 30 startups in China, and we recently we just found a startup fund to invest in a startup in China with the name Pupil Cow Fund. And I personally invest a small fund in Silicon Valley and invest some startup in Silicon Valley and visit at least 30 or 40 startup in Silicon Valley. So I know some comparison between USA and China. The spirit of Chinese mobile internet company, I think is 3 keywords, is fast, free, and talent. Fast, the execution in China company is very fast. We can launch an app. When we have idea, then we launched. It can just spend 2 weeks. At most 1 month, we can try a new version, new app. If failed, we can change another one. So in 1 year, maybe we can test for 100 times. So we have enough chance to make wrong, to try wrong. But one of them succeeded, we can grab the opportunity. Free, you know, in the software age, the Chinese people never paid for software. Yeah, that many foreign friends laughed at us. But now is advantage for the internet company because we never thought how to make money from our users. So 3 years ago, when we developed our security and utility app, many friends told me the US and Europe people like to pay for the software. You can get money from them. I said no. Although they can pay for the software, but I think free is a need of all over the global users, even US and Europe users. If they don't need to pay, they'd love to do it. So we insist on the free strategy to enlarge our users and never think how to make money from our users, but we can make money from our advertisers, from the gamer. So that is a strong weapon to conquer the world. The third is talent. When I talked with many startups in Silicon Valley, they all tell me a difficult question is how to hire enough person. So I suddenly realized that the Cheetah Mobile can hire 1,000 person in 1 year and 1,000 qualified engineer. So we can put the enough and the huge human resource into a very simple app. So we can make the extremely experience. That is Chinese advantage. So the talent in China, the qualified engineer, more and more graduate from our college is our advantage. But on the other hand, why the United States company has such achievement? Yeah, I think different and think big. I learned the 2 words, one from Apple, one from Google. They dare to think, and they think different. They think big. So different and better think come before the strong execution ability and great. I can't read that word. Okay, that I mean. The think big and think different save time to execute. To do the right thing is better than do more thing. But I think this is 2 sides of one coin. We can learn from each other. So when I realized think big and think different is so important to a company and to a strategy, so I changed the total view of the Cheetah Mobile. I changed our view for the our business. We think the globalization is the huge opportunity in this age. So you know this is a U.S. startup I invest. Is maybe half mile away from Half Moon Bay. This startup just has 4 people. And they are, you know what they do? Yeah, they making the rocket. They want to make the small and the mini rocket to launch satellite in 1 hour every time. So you know the big rocket cost is about $50 million one time, but they want to reduce the cost to $1 million. So they use a 3D printer to print his engine of the rocket. So they can test the new engine in 2 weeks. So every year they have almost 26 times to test the engine. But the engine failed, they can test another one. They can use a very cheap material to print his engine. If the design is successful, they can make the cost lower and much lower than before. So this is a very think different, think big example. Yeah, we know yesterday we found the water in Mars. So maybe we can invest more and more this startup to let we go to the Mars. Okay, I have no time. So also I think maybe U.S. friends don't like to hear that word. The U.S. company is not faster as a Chinese company, but why the American find the shortcuts by taking the things slow. I already explained that. But other people also ask me, if you want to go globalization, how can break through the culture barrier? What's the difference between Chinese people and the U.S. people? But I already told them, I think maybe Chinese and U.S. people and U.S. people have the same needs. You know, the Chinese people also love the film from Hollywood, also love the iPhone, also like to drink cola. I don't think it's not because the Chinese people love American, U.S., but maybe love, but it's not a reason. It's just because this product are good product, and we have the same needs. So I think the culture barrier is not the real barrier. The real barrier is just what you think and the feel in your heart. This is a very small team in Shanghai with 10 people. We invested this startup 6 months ago. They developed an app with the name Musical.ly. You can search Musical.ly in your iPhone or Android phone. Last month, the Musical.ly go to the top 1 in U.S. in the iOS App Store without any promotion. It's a music video app. You can see a song in the video, in this video, and upload. Now every day has 2 million video uploads by this app, only in U.S. and Canada. This is an amazing result created by a small startup. And 10 people, only 1 people lived in Silicon Valley, 9 people lived in Shanghai, but they all has a good design and a very good product. You know, this small startup just raise money by the valuation $100 million and signs a contract with the 3 entertainment company, just like Sony, just like another 3 music entertainment companies. So maybe next time you can see some famous star launch his new song in this app. I think they have opportunity to become the video Instagram video version of Instagram. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think they have huge ability. So I don't think there is cultural barrier you can't break through. The only barrier is feel in your heart. The mobile internet give anybody, any company from any country the same opportunity to globalization, to be a global company. The key is dare to think. Yesterday, I have a talk with the actor of Jobs, you know, a very famous actor. Sorry, I forgot his name. He's very, very famous. He's Kutcher. Kutcher. He's also the very famous investor. He asked me a question. You are a Chinese company. How can I trust you in the privacy? I said to him, I learned a word from my English teacher. It's prejudgment. Prejudge. You can't prejudge any person by his skin color, and you can't prejudge a company just by which country he comes from. So I also think in this mobile age, you can't prejudge any business, any startup from any country. Maybe any person can make his successful wonder in this great age. Thank you.